Hello ladies and gentlemen, Sigvalda Grim here and welcome to yet another Injustice 2 mobile video. Today we will take a look at 5 things you didn't know about Injustice 2 mobile. Keep in mind that this video is aimed at beginner players and if you are an advanced player you are very likely to know all the things I have on this list, but keep watching because you might be surprised. And if you like this video, make sure to subscribe in order to stay updated, because I do a lot of those videos aimed at the newer players, and if you are a new player or even an advanced player, you might learn something useful from this channel. The first thing that I wanted to show you is the leaderboard. In order to enter it, you go to your league menu and then you swipe on the down bar to the right. I would show you, but then I would have to cut out the league ID from the video, and I'm not really in the mood to go through that process, so you will need to find the leaderboard yourself, but it's written over there, leaderboard. So in the leaderboard you are going to find on one hand leagues that are close to your rank, and on the other hand the top 200 leagues. So if you are unhappy with your current league, you should go to the top 200 or to the leagues that are close to your ranking, click on them and look around. If you like the players that you see, if you see it's a strong league and if you'd like to join it, you can just copy the league ID or write a lot of league IDs on a Word document or something, and then after you leave your league you can apply to all of them via the league ID option. Next thing that I'm going to show you is in the arena, and is the fact that you can actually click on things. And you're like, oh wow, clicking on things, I've never thought of that. Well, have you? You go to the top 200 and let's say you want to see the first guy, you can tap on him. You tap on this guy and you will be able to see this guy's complete roster. You can sort them out by most played, highest threat and all other criteria. And you can go through this guy's whole roster, have a look around and check each character in particular. And for example, how can this help you? First of all, it will show you what roster would you need to get to a certain point. Look, for example, let's say you wanted to get to the top 200 players. If you want to get to the top 200 players, first you go down and you pick a random guy from the last 10 of them, let's say. So if I want to be in the top 200, I should have a roster that is comparable to this guy. And if this guy's roster is too big, then you go to the other guys that are close to 200 and you check their rosters. If your roster is very lower, then you are not gonna be able to reach top 200. But if your roster is as big as theirs, then the only difference between you and that guy is the hard work they are putting into. So if you want to get to a certain position, you should check the guys that are around that position, see how well you can do compared to them, and then the only difference that you need to do is the work put into. Another thing that you can do is that if you are unsure what to build, and by the way, my channel has like 5 or 6 build guides so far, and I'm hoping to do on the whole characters of Injustice 2 Mobile, but until then, if there's a character that I don't have a build guide for, then you can go into the arena and check a certain guy. And let's say this guy has very high threat on Multiverse the Flash or Justice League the Flash, and you're going to be like, by the way, I have a guide on Justice League the Flash, and you're going to be like, let's see, what does this guy have on Justice League the Flash? You're going to be able to look at his talents and kind of copy this guy's build. I don't agree with this guy's build, but this is just an example. Then you can go to every single specific gear that he has, and you can check every single gear out. Also, when you do this, make sure to find a guy with gears that match your gear expectations. For example, if you want to get your gear for a character to level 40, find a guy that has his gears to level 40. If you want to have your character's gears to level 60, then find a guy in the arena with character gears level 60. If you want to have your guy to level 70 gears, then find a guy in the arena with level 70 gears. And the same thing can be applied in the league members, and I'm going to show you that in the moment. Oh, before we get to the league member section, there's one more thing that this can be used for. You can even click on the guys that you're going to fight. For example, I'm going to fight this guy, and I'm not sure if I can beat him. Well, I think I could actually, but I'm not in theory, I'm not sure if I can beat him, and I needed to be certain of a few things. I can just click on one of his character and check it out. We go over here and we check the stats of the character, and we see if this looks beatable or not. You need to have a little bit of experience in order to be able to determine those things, but looking at the characters, but this might come in helpful for you. Also, a very important thing is that you can check before battle what specific artifacts this character has, and you can check, for example, what character has cosmic staff and what character you should expect not to be able to burst because of cosmic staff, for example. And this is the members section of your league store, and over here you can kind of spy on your guildmates and look at what exactly they are building on their characters, and you can, let's say, copy some builds that you have seen them perform very well within raids and you want to do yourself. And for everybody that's watching Jigsaw on YouTube, let's spy a little bit on him, because I'm in the same league with him. Let's go to Jigsaw's roster. So, what do you guys want to see? Let's see. Well, I think, nah, those characters are not interesting. Oh, he's Justice League Green Lantern. I think he does post his stats after each... he does post the stats of the characters after each YouTube video, so let's go into a character that nobody really knows about. Oh, look, this is nice story, because back when the gear chests were out, he wasted a ton of gears on Power Girl, because a ton of reforges on Power Girl, because he just had a lot of reforges. So he has kind of built Power Girl that he wasted a lot of reforges on, and now he would love to have those reforges back. And you can look on every single gear yet again and try to copy the bonuses. Oh my god, you got so many high rolls over here, man. Unfortunately, you're not really using the character, but still, pretty impressive. And that's how you go into the league members section and spy on your league mates. Let me know down in the comments if you want me to spy on more of Jigsaw's characters, and I might do that in a future video. Okay, before we get into this, I want to emphasize that I don't recommend spending any money on this game, but the shop has more sections. This is the section that everybody knows, the section that you are introduced to when you open up the shop, but there's also special offers that have different offers for you, and there are also things over here with gems rather than real money. So for example, you can buy 25 scenes for 80 gems. This is a decent outcome because it saves a lot of time and your real life time is money. And you can also buy this chest. I find the farming campaign and refreshing energy better than this chest, but there's this option nevertheless. And the other things at the shop are currencies. Here you buy gems, but I don't suggest you do this. If you ever want to buy gems, you wait for an advantageous special offer. But here you can buy gems, buy those other things, and never ever in your life buy credits from the store. That's the worst investment of your gems. And you can also buy hero shards. I don't really recommend this either, but they are here. The thing to look out is special offers if you ever want to buy sims or gear resources. Those are kind of time limited, but they tend to appear very often, so you shouldn't have a problem with that. And the last thing I wanted to mention, and I assure you, you would not believe how dumb I am. For like 6 months playing in Injustice 2 Mobile, I knew there were talents. I knew that you had free refresh daily, but I thought that free refresh daily was on one single character. No, that free refresh is on your whole collection. So for example, I want to refresh this, I use my free roll, and I'm gonna keep the current one. Then going next to my character is the same thing, I still got a fresh reroll for every single character once a day. And you should most definitely do this. Because, okay, I don't care, it's shit talent anyway, but Let's see, so a talent costs 7,500 to reroll. So for a gold character, 5,000 for a silver character, and 10,000 for a legendary character. So every single time you do reroll a talent, you are kind of saving that amount of money if in the future you would like to build that specific character. And this is a very great investment in the future, and I hope you find this helpful, and I recommend that you have a new account. You use all your daily free talent rerolls, because at the beginning of the game you can use everything that is offered to you. Another thing that I wanted to mention is the character stats, and this might be a thing that a lot of you don't know about. So some stats got a maximum amount that you can get. For example, defense, critical attack damage, critical attack chance, lethal attack chance, fast attack chance. Basically everything that has a percentage to it has a limited amount. And you will kind of figure out that limited amount once you reach it. But how do you know how far over it you are? Well, in order to determine how far over you are a maximum percentage, you just need to click on that specific stat. And it's not going to show to you straight away, but you have all your values over here and all your bonuses over here. And for example, making some quick calculations, I don't think I'm over the top by too much on this Aquaman to be a problem. Yeah, I think if my calculations are right, I'm by somewhere between 20 and 5% critical attack damage. But this is a very good chance to figure out how much you are above maximum percentage and what you should optimize and get out of your gears. Well, those were my 5 things you didn't know about Injustice 2 Mobile. If you found this helpful, don't forget to let me know down in the comments. Also let me know if what you knew from this list and what would you add to this list down in the comments. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, as I will post daily helpful videos like this. And with all that being said, see you in the next one.